So this past Saturday, not yesterday, but a week ago Saturday, I did something that many of y'all would probably consider quite crazy. Because last weekend, on that Saturday morning, I went skydiving. Which is a very nice way to say I jumped out of a perfectly good airplane hoping that my parachute would open. And it truly is one of the most surreal experiences that I have ever gone through. I have had a lot of people ask me, was I nervous about it? Well, it's been so busy the last several weeks that I really didn't get nervous until we got in a small little prop plane that barely fit us, and it took almost 30 minutes flying in that plane, circling around to get to 10,000 feet. And as you can imagine, during this time, I was having quite an interior monologue with myself. Are you seriously going to do this? You are quite crazy. But being that this was what they call a tandem skydive, it means that I am tethered to an experienced skydiver who literally does all the work. He pulls the chute, he tells me where to go. I mean, even during the dive, he told me what position my body should be in. Because when the door opened and it was literally time to step out of an airplane at 10,000 feet, I didn't really feel as nervous as I thought I would. So for lack of a better phrase, I took the plunge. And as I was falling, I never once felt nervous. It was incredible. It truly was. And even though I literally trusted my life to another person, I'd do it again. And this experience of skydiving just has so many lessons that I can really pull from. And as I look at today's gospel, I cannot help but pull certain parallels. Because in today's gospel, we get this beautiful commandment from our Lord to love one another as I love you. Notice it's the present tense, that continued love. And that beautiful call to imitate the incredible love of our Lord. But what does that love actually look like? Because in the English language, we use love for just about anything. We can love a sandwich and we can love a person, right? But the Greek uses a very beautiful distinction in love. Really, 3 words help sum it up: eros, philia, and agape. Eros would be what you would call more romantic love. Philia is the love between friends, and agape is really that self-sacrificial love. And as you can imagine, when Jesus is calling us to love one another, he is literally calling us to lay down our lives for one another. And I know some of you are probably thinking, how is he going to work in a skydiving excursion into a talk on love? And it's because love, the agape love that Christ is calling us to, is literally entrusting your life to another. It means putting aside your own personal desires and caring only about the good of the other. And that kind of love is only possible if Christ is at the center of our lives. And upon reflecting about that experience of jumping out of the plane, I realized that if I substituted Christ for the person who I was jumping with, I understood in a deeper way what it means to truly entrust your life to him. Because when I jumped, I trusted that the straps would hold, I trusted that the chute would open, and I trusted I would arrive at the ground safely. And as I strive to imitate Christ, I have to imitate that trust too. I must believe that he's going to support me. I must believe that he will catch me when I fall, and I must believe that he will lead me safely one day to heaven. My brothers and sisters, the ability to heed Christ's command to love one another as I love you is only impossible when we entrust everything to him. not just a part, not just saying, God, I'll give you this, but this is mine. For when we immerse ourselves in the agape love that Christ has for us, we are then able to share that love with others. And so I encourage all of us, myself included, to take that leap. Entrust our lives to our Lord and to his love. A love that will literally change everything and will conform your heart to love as he does.